Hi guys, John the Man Guy. Another thrilling episode. This is to do with the Robin Hood. The two things. First of all, I'll cover the brake problem. Here we have the Robin. You haven't seen it already. Not bad, I've put new seats in, but I'm going to focus on the brakes. Everything works reasonably well, except the brake pedal. It will go right down to the floor. The brakes work, the disc on the front, and there's shoes on the back, so drums on the back and disc on the front. So now one of the calipers has been replaced, not by me, and the cylinders in the rear brakes have been replaced. I've looked at the brake shoes, they seem to be okay, so they don't need replacing. Okay, I bled the system using a pressure bleed. I don't think I've got the thing here, but you'll see them online, pressure bleed, where you actually add pressure to the brake reservoir, screw it on, loads of pressure, and you have fluid in your tank, in your pressure bottle, and that meant at about 15 psi, and then you bleed from the back furthest away, and you only work your way to the front. Well, that's all been done. There's no air in the system, I can say that, but I'm still getting this brakes to the floor. No, so that suggests, looking on YouTube, that it's as a result of the master cylinder. Now, I think because of the calipers, because the various things have been changed on the system, I think that's put a lot of strain onto the master cylinder, and it's the old original master cylinder. So I'm suspecting that the seals in that are not working too well. So this is the booster. So I think if it was just a vacuum problem, you would end up with a hard pedal and you'd have to press very hard to make anything work. I'm not getting that. It's a soft pedal going right down to the floor. Not spongy, just soft. Okay, so if everything points to a master cylinder. I've got a master cylinder coming. It's about £50. So I'm waiting for that to arrive, and in the meantime I will be looking at how to approach it. Now apparently what you do, looking at Eric the car guy, the idea is to bleed the master cylinder first, pre-bleed, and where you do that is you simply put the new master cylinder into a vise, push in the valve, push in the back rod, and using a gloved hand, you actually put your fingers over the holes, and when you're letting out the piston, you keep your fingers over the holes so no air is pulled in. That's the idea. And you obviously keep topping up with brake fluid, and you push, you hold lightly of your fingers over the holes so you can let fluid come out of the two holes. Now let's have a look at which of the holes will it be on this. One going to the front, one going to the back, so that'll be one of them. Oh, that'll be one of them there, and that's the other one there, and there's one there. Oh, right, there we've got right, one there, and one there. Right, okay. So we'll see what we get when this new one arrives. Now the idea is there's only two bolts, two nuts rather, holding this unit in. Is it two nuts? Yes, two nuts. The whole thing should just come off. This reservoir should just pull off. Now the new one doesn't come with a new reservoir, so we'll be using the same reservoir again, and it should be a relatively straightforward task. I never bleed this prior to putting it on, and I'm careful. I shouldn't have to bleed the whole system, but if I do have to bleed the whole system again, well, I will. Okay, now that's to happen. Now, another unusual thing I found oh dear me, another useful thing around, the brake pedals. The brake pedal and the accelerator pedal aren't in line. The accelerator pedal, I don't know where you can see it from here. You can see it, but it's raised in relation to the brake pedal. I think you can just about see it. Now, I can't understand why, and it's been adapted apparently by a garage, and it looks like I think they've customised it, a bit Heath Robinson, but it obviously works. But it's a bit disconcerting when the pedals aren't in line. I found that the other day when I was quickly trying to find the brake pedal. And I've taken, here we have the side, this was pot riveted on. I've drilled out the pot rivets, and you can see inside what it looks like. If you haven't seen this, what it's like inside your Robin Hood, it's fascinating. Here we are. Now this is the accelerator pedal. So the accelerator pedal is out of line with the brake pedal. This is the brake pedal, and the far one is the clutch. I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah, the clutch pedal, and this is the clutch wire, which will operate the clutch lever, which obviously operates the thrust bearing underneath somewhere. It's all encased, so it's difficult to see. So anyway, the point is, this is how they've arranged it. To get it into a position, they've put this bracket on, held in a bracket by a little bit of welding, these two bolts. So the whole thing is supported there. So if you look at where this accelerator goes, this is the accelerator cable, goes to here, operates the accelerator shaft going to the carburetor. See? Right, okay. So I think now it's pulled too far forward, which means this bracket needs to be moved forward. So I'm going to have to break these wells, unbolt here, and push this whole plate forward by about, I don't know, half an inch to an inch, and it should be like that, I think, to bring the accelerator pedal in line. I hope this is going to work. So to bolt there, break those two wells, and maybe get some longer screws to actually weld in to hold this whole thing in place. They obviously tried it initially, I would think, without these support screws welded on, and the whole thing probably flexed. And this is to prevent that flexing. Bit Heath Robinson, but if it works, it works. But again, it just needs repositioning. And I think that's the only way I can do it. So there you go. Another little bit of intrigue. What fun, folks. Okay, bye for now.